to continue on their success from yesterday. Well, thank you for joining us. We will stand by for the national anthems. Then we'll have starting lineups and kickoff.
Vamos, no se den la vuelta, vamos. Señorita, vamos, por afuera, vamos.
Damas y caballeros, les pedimos ponerse de pie para el himno nacional de Puerto Rico, seguido por el himno nacional de México.
Welcome back to San Rafael de Alajuela in Costa Rica. Day number 2, Concacaf Girls U15 Championship League A Group B matchup. Puerto Rico versus Mexico. As we mentioned earlier, Puerto Rico yet to get any points on the board yesterday in day number 1. Mexico 2-0 winners over El Salvador. So they have 3 points and will look to continue on. Here is the starting lineup for Puerto Rico. They are playing a diamond 4-4-2 with Marin in goal. Smith, O'Neill, Marrero, Adame, Luna Diaz, Mia Colon, Mia Criado, Jaira Russell. Up top is going to be Flores and Centeno to finish up the 11. Today's referees: Jonathan Layton from Costa Rica, Carmen Munoz from Nicaragua, Denisha Isaacs from Guyana, and James Rampasad from Guyana. As the two captains, Adame from Puerto Rico and Campos from Mexico, trade trinkets. What an opportunity for the U15 girls. Now here's the Mexico lineup. They're playing a 3-3, actually a 3-4-3, with Haro in goal, Barajas, Valeria Figueroa, Vanessa Paredes, Camila Campos, the captain, Itzi Prado, Ilijana Gallegos, Liliana Rubio, Sharai Nunez, and Monroy and Garcia to support the attack. Just to remind everyone, this is going to be 35-minute halves rather than the traditional 45. Understand it's a packed schedule. There's Gallegos, the number 9 for Mexico, who will be looking to score goals in abundance this tournament. So Puerto Rico in the blue strips will have possession going from right to left. Mexico in the dark strips from left to right. See number 2, Smith, under some trouble already. There's that short passing by Puerto Rico. Smith again. Hounded by Gallegos, and Mexico win the throw-in. Pass, but to no one. So Mexico will have their first opportunity to hold on to some possession. And this is Haro, the goalkeeper for Mexico. Playing out from the back in this 3-4-3 formation. Cross, but into the arms of Marin, her first touch for the day. Long punt for Marin to the center circle. And Haro already showing signs of that sweeper-keeper mentality, playing well off her line. The other two teams in this group, El Salvador and Canada, will kick off right after this. Here's Flores, out wide, here comes the cross, into the box, Gallegos, just wide. Well, you can't give her an inch of room in the 18-yard box. The cross coming in from Rubio, Gallegos taking one touch, getting some room, and it was inches wide of the last post. Quality from the number 9. comes goal kick. Rubio again, twisting and turning. And Puerto Rico will try it all over again. There is Liliana Rubio playing on the right side. Marine will try her right, Mexico's left on this occasion. Slide tackle, Mexico's throw in. Nunez goes all the way back, and Mexico will recycle and switch sides. Sprayed it out wide, intercepted by Smith. And Barajas goes back to Paredes. Mexico just trying to draw Puerto Rico out. But it's still early days, and Puerto Rico are not interested. Figueroa, Paredes, looking for Rubio, last touch, all eyes on the referee. It's going to be a goal kick for Puerto Rico. Actually, change of decision, it's going to be a corner kick for Mexico, the first of the morning. There's Prado going right up onto Marin. It's going to be an in-swinger. They're going to look to attack the keeper and put this ball right into the 6-yard box. Big short. Here comes the cross. Get it out. Top of the box, another block. And can Puerto Rico get a little counter-attack with Centeno? Russell up the line, but to no one. Of course, Harrow ever eager. Monroy. Mexico again controlling possession, being patient, overloading this right-hand side for the moment. And now here comes the switch from Paredes. Chip over the top to the right-hand side. Rubio. Excellent control. And even better defending from Cameron Smith. Plays for Florida United. Marrero. Early cross. Out by Adame, the captain. Only as far as Figueroa, who seems to be marshalling the troops from the back. A big switch, looking for Rubio again. This time it is Monroy. Still Monroy to the byline, across the goal, and the shot comes in from Flores, from Rubio rather. Here is Flores, headed out. And again, Mexico with Paredes maintain possession. Played short. Now, Monroy. Puerto Rico staying disciplined and compact at the back, frustrating Mexico in these opening 7-8 minutes. Paredes rather. Monroy. Deep cross to the last post. Strong punch by Marin. Here's our first look at Kimberly Garcia on that far left-hand side. Players down. There seems to be some pain. Looks like it's some sort of cramp on Marin. She's in considerable pain at the moment. And the physiotherapist, Molina Megan Alba, Jose Perez, the physical trainer, and Leifi Milan. Here's that cross. Marin coming out, punching strong. Seemed to have landed normal. But remember, these two teams played just up to yesterday. Cramps and conditioning will be a factor. Question is, can Marin continue? Looks to be a cramp. Anyone who's ever experienced that before will tell you it's one of the most painful experiences you can ever have. So referee Leighton throw in for Puerto Rico. Paredes. Long ball into the box. And it's going to be a goal kick for Puerto Rico. So much action yesterday on day number 1. One of the highlights was Aruba and their 5-0 win last night, and Zana Rogers with a hat-trick. And it's one of the most aesthetically pleasing hat-tricks you would see. It's been certainly making the buzz around the competition after day number 1. Paredes, Figueroa. Mexico consistent in using the short pass. And Puerto Rico have been disciplined in staying compact and frustrating the Mexicans. Paredes marching forward from the back, playing it short. Gallegos shot, good save by Marin. It's still in play. Puerto Rico clear. Well, Eliana Gallego. Actually, this is Itzi Prado, who is shot from far outside. And Marin, who seems to have recovered from the cramp, did an excellent job. Mexico on the front foot again. Figueroa has a shot. Oh, hits the crossbar. And it's going to go out for a corner kick, but none after Vanessa Paredes, who steamrolled forward from the centre-back position, unleashed a rocket that clattered against Marine's crossbar. Mexico corner kick. Cross comes in. For Rubio. Here is Paredes. Oh, this is Monroy. Gets past one. Monroy thinks it in, looking for Gallego. Intercepted. Looks like Puerto Rico trying to get anything going with a counter attack, but Mexico so good on the ball. Supreme ball handlers all over the pitch, and that was Shadi Niñas. Look at this ball handling skill, feeling the pressure from Centeno and winning the free kick. Paredes. Outside of the foot. Monroy can't control. Figueroa. Nice overcast conditions in Alajuela. Paredes again thinking about the shot. Rubio. Good cover at the back. And you can hear the birds passing over. Of course, if you come to Costa Rica, it is an ecological dream with lush wildlife and vegetation. And it's just part of the incredible package when you visit this country. Paredes, this time chipping to the last post. Deflection means corner number 4 for Mexico. Short corner again. And this time it pays off for Puerto Rico. Marine's goal kick. Paredes. Paredes again. Played away. And a bit of a counter-attack for Puerto Rico. This was always the danger for Mexico as they pushed up, but it's 1 versus 4. And you can hear the cries and support from the sidelines, and the cross comes in. And the first bit of defending by the Mexican backline. Another excellent turn. Cross again. Oh, and just out of the reach of Luna Diaz. Smith pushing up. Mexico now with Prado. Excellent defending. Right. And here they come again. Marching forward. And that was O'Neill, the centre-back. breaking up the play and making an excellent run. Paredes. Out wide. Barajas. Still Barajas. Cleared away. Figueroa under a slight bit of pressure, but Harrow is there to support. So good with her feet, the Mexican goalkeeper. Paredes seems quite the player, so confident. Barajas to Figueroa. Trying to slip it through, but Puerto Rico is so good and compact in that back four. Puerto Rico playing a compact diamond 4-4-2, and this is Prado coming forward, and it was O'Neill who broke up the play, nutmegged her opponents, and made a marauding run. Paredes. Cross from Rubio. Barajas.
Next out.
We are in the 20th minute. It's going to be a 35-minute half. And it's been all Mexico with possession and shots on goal. But still the important scoreline, Puerto Rico 0, Mexico 0.
Walk the break. Yes.
And we're going to have an H2O break, water break for the players. Now, League A has been separated to two groups. Of course, A and B. Group A yesterday, Costa Rica 9-0 winners over Haiti. And then USA 11-0 winners over Jamaica to put them firmly in front of Group A in League A. Group B not as dramatic with the scorelines. Mexico 2-0 winners over El Salvador. And Canada just the 1-0 win over Puerto Rico. Leaving this group very much in the balance despite Mexico and Canada both having 3 points. So a cooling break in Alajuela in Costa Rica. So the players back on the pitch, and Marin from Puerto Rico will get things started. So the goal kick ends up right back into Mexico's possession. Of course, with the age group, it is always a factor. These goal kicks from the goalkeepers can't seem to find the distance with those long kicks, or should we say not so long kicks. So the opposing team pushes right up in the attacking third and ends up more often than not winning back possession. Trying to split the defense, but O'Neill is there. And it's going to be a goal kick for Puerto Rico. Much better kick from Marin. This one goes back to Harrow. Paredes. Sipping it wide. Going down is Monroe, is Flores. And a free kick to Mexico, taken quickly. No messing about. They are eager to get going. Camila Campos, the captain, switching. Figueroa. Campos again, with some space. Gallegos making the run. Campos cuts inside. Paredes. Still Paredes. Heavy pass, heavy touch. Means Puerto Rico gets to clear their lines. Despite the collision, the referee plays on. Paredes. To the right-hand side. The cross from Rubio. And an excellent bit of defending by the number 2, Cameron Smith. Marin. Rubio gets the first touch with Smith dispossessed. Rubio into the path of Campos. Paredes. All 20 players in Puerto Rico's half. Paredes has another shot. Hit the crossbar about 10 minutes ago from way out. This time just didn't get a hold of it. Technique just let her down right at the last minute, and it's spliced wide. Throw into Puerto Rico. Awkward bounce. Excellent clearance to Prado. Oh, and a tackle from behind. Taken quickly by Mexico. On this far right-hand side, Rubio. Monroy. Puerto Rico recover brilliantly. Prado. Still Prado. Shot. Marine pushes it. Oh, and the follow-up. And it's going to be waved off for offside. The awkward hop for Marine. But the follow-up, the player was in an offside position. Heads-up play by Campos. Actually, it was Prado. There's the awkward hop in front of Marine. Couldn't hold on. The finish coming from number 15, Rubio. So the score stays at 0-0. Paredes. A little dink through from Campos, and Marine gathers. Excellent tussle and physicality in the middle of the park. That was from Adame, the captain for Puerto Rico. Wins back possession for her team. Played short. Paredes. Figueroa. And we're into the last 5 minutes of this first half. It's been one-way traffic, but Puerto Rico have been resilient. Desperate for a point. Desperate for anything. Mexico. Intercepted on that far side. Mexico get a chance to rebuild. Trying to wear Puerto Rico down with this heavy possession. Figueroa going all the way out looking for Garcia. Force for Campos. Heavy tackle. Campos slow to get to her feet. The skipper is okay. Here comes Mexico again. In the middle of the park, sliding tackle to break away. Out wide. And a heavy first touch from Diaz. And Monroy comes back. And it's going to be a throw-in for Mexico. Diaz is still down off of the pitch. Again, the attention for the cramps. This time it's Luna Diaz. We saw Camila Marin, the goalkeeper for Puerto Rico, earlier on struggling with it. Last touch did come off of Diaz. The left calf immediately got a cramp. Now she's back on her feet. Has to come to the sidelines to get back in. You can hear the cries, finish strong, finish the half strong. Played short. Chipped over the top. Figueroa. Can Mexico break deadlock with all their possession, all their shots? Campos out wide. Garcia. No, Monroy. Gets past one. Monroy's cross to the last post. Paredes. Garcia switching sides with Rubio. Garcia into the side, into the middle. Up on top, Prado's shot just over the bar. Itzi Prado not afraid to shoot. Garcia coming over from the left to the right, switching with Rubio. And Prado's left-footed shot just over Marin's crossbar. Another player's down. And this time it's a Mexican player. Again, these players with their second game in successive days starting to take its toll. Both teams have tomorrow off. No games on the Wednesday. But on Thursday, August 8th, Puerto Rico, 9 a.m. Costa Rica time, 11 a.m. Eastern time, will take on El Salvador. And Mexico, 11 a.m. Costa Rica time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, will take on Canada to wrap up Group B in Ligue A. This one headed right back to Marin. We have 3 minutes of injury time to be played in this first half. Puerto Rico get a rare attack on that right-hand side. Gallegos, flexion. Paredes. Excellent ball to Gallegos. Prado. Out wide to Garcia. Garcia now, cut it side. Campos. Barajas. Campos tries his shot from way out. And Marin gathers on the second attempt. Long click by Marin. O'Neal clears. And they get back possession to their captain, Adame. Sliding tackle, breaks up the play. And Puerto Rico get it back and they get their first shot. That came from Adame. It's going to be a free kick for Mexico. Slip through to this right-hand side. Garcia to the byline. Garcia cuts inside. Great save by Marin. And a bit of a mix-up at the back post with Rubio and Company. Campos shot. Centeno. Still Centeno. And just releases the pressure for a minute. Monroy. Diaz giving chase, but Diaz was suffering from cramps just a few minutes ago. Does not seem to have the legs to latch on to any loose ball. So at the end of an exciting first 35 minutes between Mexico and Puerto Rico, the Mexicans can boast possession, shots on goal, and expected goals. But the important scoreline for Puerto Rico is Mexico 0, Puerto Rico 0, going into halftime. We will just take a few moments, and when we return, we'll have first half highlights. Stay tuned. We are back for the Concacaf Girls U15 Championship, day number 2, Mexico versus Puerto Rico, League A, Group B. And it was most Mexico with their possession and shots on goal dominating the proceedings. It was Marin who's been a busy goalkeeper in this first half. Campos, the captain, with a little chip. Then on the right-hand side, Monroy to Rubio, back across the goal, and it was Gallego who was closest to any other player in the first half in breaking the deadlock. This shot just whizzed by, and the score stayed at 0-0. Then Prado cutting back in. Her shot punched away by Marin. There's that shot from outside again. And that's a testament to Puerto Rico. Didn't allow many shots inside of the box. But here's another one from outside. Paredes, a scud that hits the crossbar. And that was Mexico at their best. A fantastic effort from the back. It's in Marin's crossbar. Then it was Prado. Awkward hop for Marin. A finish by Rubio, but in an offside position. Then Garris switching sides, playing it in. Prado from outside, just over Marine's crossbar. Lots of shots from outside, and Marine was a busy keeper in the first 35. More Mexico. Garcia coming to the byline, squaring it across. The shot saved by Marine, and a collision at the back post. Here it was again. Excellent individual play by Garcia. And Puerto Rico hanging on in this first half. And that was the end of the first 35 minutes. Mexico dominating proceedings. So the end of the first half, Puerto Rico 0, Mexico 0. Mexico dominating the proceedings, but these two teams still deadlocked at 0. When we return, we will have second half kickoff. Welcome back to San Rafael de Alajuela in Costa Rica. This League A group matchup between Puerto Rico and Mexico. Score still deadlock at 0-0, despite Mexico's dominance on the ball. Marin, the Puerto Rican goalkeeper, was a busy stopper, shot stopper. There's Jada Russell from Florida Premier FC. Both of these teams coming into this match with different scenarios. Puerto Rico losing yesterday to Canada 1-0. Mexico 2-0 winners over El Salvador. Trying to motor on and finish on top of Group B in League A, the Mexicans. So a couple changes for Puerto Rico. Number 16, Lauren Franco comes in. So to number 8, Amanda Echevarria Ortiz. So we saw Diaz hobbling, Luna Diaz, number 9 for Puerto Rico at the end of the first half. One of the players taken out. Here's Mexico though. Player goes down and Mexico win a free kick. It was the substitute, Evelyn Contreras, winning the free kick. Bundled over by Marrero. So far, Mexico also number 10. Daphne Sanchez is in the match. So too number 11, Valeria Vasquez. So both teams looking to their bench. It's a war of attrition with this action-packed schedule. So free kick to Mexico. Maybe they might conjure up something from the training ground. We have number 14, Abellana, and it's high and wide. Abellana, another substitute for Mexico, took the free kick, and that's Campos, the captain. Abellana skied this one. Puerto Rico trying to get some possession through Smith. And it's going to be a Mexico throw-in. Switching the play from deep. A little risky, but this Mexican team has shown their ball handling skills, and Haro has been dispossessed, and it's going to be a penalty. Mexico, with all of their overconfidence at the back, they've been so good in their build-up, and Haro with a heavy touch. There's Campos, back to the goalkeeper Haro, who took that touch, and now she's under pressure. And she's the slide tackle to bring down the substitute. Actually, it was Jada Russell down. And now Puerto Rico, against the run of play, has a chance with their skipper. It's Adame, Camila Adame, from 12 yards out. Can she do the unthinkable? Waiting for the referee's whistle. Haro keeps clapping her hands, ready to go. Adame. And she skies it over. And Puerto Rico missed a golden opportunity. And you can see the look of frustration from the captain. Raised the head too soon, and the ball followed suit. So Haro is left off the hook. It would have been a cruel goal to give up with Mexico's dominance. But boy, what an opportunity it was. Puerto Rico 0, Mexico 0. And Lauren Franco, just to confirm, came in for number 10. Mia Colon for Puerto Rico. Ortiz came in for Diaz. And Lopez for Criado. So to Vasquez for Abellana for Mexico. And it's going to be another free kick going Puerto Rico's way. Contreras coming in for Itzi Prado, who had an excellent first half. And Daphne Sanchez for Camila Adame. Ashley Rodriguez for Shaddai Nunez. Cool kick. It's a long by Russell. Giving chase. Puerto Rico just trying to out-hustle Mexico at the moment. Ball over the top. Fresh legs. Here's Vasquez. And O'Neill expertly comes across and diffuses the situation. Across the face of the goal. And it's going to be a corner kick for Mexico. It was Kimberly Garcia. Is Vasquez, lovely play to get to the byline. Picks out Garcia. And good defending by Adriana Lopez from Puerto Rico. Cross from that left-hand side. And the header! And it's in! Mexico take the lead. Corner kick. Swung in by Sanchez. And from way out, a looping header. Marin and Lopez on the line couldn't handle it. But a strong header from way out. We'll get confirmation to see who it is. But a powerful header, either from Paredes or Campos. We'll get confirmation. But Camila Campos, the captain, gives Mexico a 1-0 lead. And deservedly so. And now they win a free kick. Was not the best of corner kicks. It was floating away from the penalty area towards the top of the box. But the header had such power. Post drives this one. How do Puerto Rico respond? They've been on the back foot for most of the match, thanks to Mexico's ball handling ability. Garcia. Here comes Smith. Deflection, and Harrow will come across. Well, for all their attacking exploits, Mexico in the first half could not convert, could create a big chance, as they would say. And it took a looping header from about 15 yards out to cause some confusion between Marin and Adriana Lopez for Mexico to open their account. Here's Jasmine Marrero. Sandra O'Neill, who's been so efficient at the back for Puerto Rico. No call by the referee, but Puerto Rico is full. Monroy. Campos. Puerto Rico pushing numbers forward. Would it pay off? They'd be burnt. Russell dispossessed. Excellent tackle by Adame. There's the skillful substitute Contreras. Adame is shot just wide. So the skipper Adame missing the penalty. It would have given Puerto Rico the lead. Excellent fake, good shot. Just didn't drag it across to the last post. Threw up the line. Cameron Smith. There's some physicality. Here comes Mexico. Excellent ball into the middle, and it goes all the way to this right-hand side. Here's the number 10, Sanchez, who created that goal from the corner kick. Referee says play on. Again, Sanchez, the shot, and wrapped up by Marin. Oh, lovely back heel. Sanchez. The cross comes in. Dealt with O'Neill, but the shot, the follow-up on O'Neill again. First the interception, now block. And Sandra O'Neill, despite the scoreline, is having a heck of a game. So they scored off of their last corner kick. Mexico. And now Campos, who's a left footer, is going to go across. Now they have a bit of a routine. They played short, then the corner kicker comes back. It's played back to the corner kicker. This time Campos goes direct. And it shows why they go back to their routine. Side netting, goal kick for Marin. Strong header by Abellana. Good punt by Marin. Dispossessed and trying to get Harrow from outside of her goal. But the Mexican goalkeeper recovers well. To this left-hand side. Tried to play it back in the middle, but dispossessed. Puerto Rico's high press has been working. Slip through. And Harrow wins the race. Monroy. Out by O'Neill. And a high kick coming from Abellana. Referee keeps his card in his pockets. Puerto Rico have themselves a free kick. Blue shirts piling into the box. Can O'Neill loft one into the 18-yard box? Does just that. Excellent kick. Too physical. It was Pimentel, the Puerto Rico substitutes, going through the back of the opponent and giving up a free kick. So after 50 minutes, players down. And it looks to be O'Neill, who was one of the players of the match so far for Puerto Rico. Right after the free kick, looks like her landing foot, her left foot, may have turned it or encouraged a cramp. Talked about the attrition for these players. Jam-packed schedule, understand they're all under 15 years of age, still growing. Fatigue, cramping, it's all going to be a part of the equation. Now the stretcher is out for Sandra O'Neill. So as O'Neill limps off, the players get some water and some hydration. Free kick for Mexico. And can't find any players, so Puerto Rico throw in. Long throw by Smith. Last touch comes off of Puerto Rico, so Mexican throw in. Pace beginning to slow down just a bit, and you can understand why. It was so frantic in the first half and the opening minutes of the second half. Players just got to hydration break and now seems a little lethargic as we resume. 53 minutes gone. Just about 17 minutes left. Crossed by Vasquez. Abellana can't control. Puerto Rico have a bit of a counter. Long throw down the line. Giving chase. Here's Jada Russell. Here's Smith. Player goes down. No call by the referee. Ball stays in off the corner flag. And it's going to be a free kick for Puerto Rico. Pimente came in as a substitute, but she's been in the action ever since she's... So even though it's a free kick, it's right by the corner flag vicinity. Jonathan Layton is now pulling two players aside and addressing the physicality. It is Russell. Cross comes in to the near post. And here they go again. And looks like there's some more physicality. And here's a cross for Puerto Rico. Well handled by Camila Haro, whose mistake and giving up the penalty at the beginning of the second half has been extinguished after her skipper, Camila Campos, scored the opening goal from a corner kick on the other end. Vasquez belts and gets around Smith beautifully. Still Vasquez. Excellent bit of defending. It's going to be another free kick for Mexico as Barajas is grabbed and pulled by Adame. And here's the official water break for the second half. Mexico 1, Puerto Rico 0. Scored off of a header from a corner kick after Puerto Rico had a golden opportunity from the penalty spot, and Camille Adame kicked it over bar. Referee Layton from Costa Rica blows his whistle as the players come back out, and the sun comes out as well. Overcast conditions to begin with. Now the heat is setting in. Stay right after this, we'll have the second match in Group B. It's going to be between El Salvador and Canada. Lofted into the box. Right to the back post, and a chance coming in. Almost getting on the end of that cross, but very slow to get back up. Teasing delivery from Sanchez, who created the first goal from the corner kick. And you can see the awkward landing. Skill by Contreras. Out wide to Vasquez. Still Vasquez across the goal. And cleared away. So corner kick for Mexico. They go short. Sanchez. Good delivery. Punched out by Marin. Puerto Rico starving for some possession. Finally get some. Throw down the line. Puerto Rico just trying to gain yards at the moment. Throw it down the line. Have Mexico back up. Cross. So we're into the last 10 minutes of this match. The scoreline reflects the dominance of Mexico. Vasquez. Slip through. Monroy. To the byline, the cross. Eventually into the arms of Marin. And it's going to be an offside call. Number 15, Rubio. Lots of pressure. And they come out on top. It's the substitute, Contreras. Actually, it is Franco, who's been a bother. So Puerto Rico throw in.
Mark up, let's go! Size up, Vasquez!
Heavy Puerto Rican support on the sideline. They are eager for any sort of attempt on goal. Corner kick for Puerto Rico. Good delivery. It falls kindly and cleared away from Mexico. And they have a counter-attack to boot. Lots of dark shirts going forward. Decisions to be made. Slipped inside. And a shot. And a wasted counter-attack for the Mexicans. It was Sanchez, who's full of confidence. Good turn by Laboy. Player goes down. Free kick for Mexico. That's Kimberly Garcia. And she was upended by Lopez. Out wide to Monroy, who switched sides to this left-hand side. Still Monroy. Sanchez. Crowded out. Sanchez wins it back and wins a corner kick. Outswinger. It's going to be Sanchez with that deft right foot to the near post. Flicked on. A chance for Mexico. Puerto Rico come away with it. And that was his substitute, Ortiz. Flicked on by Adame. Monroy. Campos has left the midfield area, the captain. Here she is, and is now playing left centre-back. That's how versatile of a player she is. Beautiful ball over the top. Here's Vasquez with oodles of time. Still Vasquez. Excellent recovery from Flores. Kimberly Garcia. Over Marine's head. And it's going to be another corner kick. Garcia. Sanchez rather. And the header. Well, every time Daphne Sanchez gets a hold of a dead ball, something interesting happens for Mexico. Pinpoint accuracy. Sanchez. Paredes gives up the free kick, and Puerto Rico want to take it quickly. Oh, and a missed trap. The ball is played just too far. Harrow. Just about 4 minutes left of regular time. And Mexico commands. Campos with an excellent long ball. And they clean up perfectly. A chance now for Mexico. And it's 2-0. Evelyn Contreras, who came off the bench in the second half, cleans up a missed trap at the back after a fantastic long ball by Campos. Contreras latched on and finished with ease. Expertly played from Campos over the top. There was that first touch. The centre-back didn't handle it. Contreras came in and just rolled it past Marin to make it 2-0. Contreras just outpacing Flores, and it's Mexico 2, Puerto Rico 0. Campos plays it away again. Just excellent technique with striking the ball, Campos and Sanchez. Comes Mexico again. Bit of a scrum half over there. And Puerto Rico win the free kick. So inside the last 2 minutes, Puerto Rico desperate to get the ball in the attacking third. Mexico get back possession. far right-hand side. Sanchez is making a run. Gets it back. Good cross. Couldn't finish. Top of the box now, Monroy. Still Monroy. Off the crossbar. And it's going to be a free kick for Puerto Rico. But foot by Fernanda Monroy. Top of the box. Puts the laces through it. No chance for Marine. Hits the crossbar and comes back out. Still Mexico. Shot comes in. It's going to be a throw-in for Mexico. So with the heat and the exhaustion and the back-to-back games, another player goes down, this time for Puerto Rico. And it's Jada Russell, who's been sprinting up and down that line the part of 69 minutes. And she's back on her feet. So 4 minutes of injury time to be added. Cross from the right-hand side. And a shot comes in and it's just wide. It's Contreras again, who got the second goal just minutes ago. Barajas. Played out wide. Abellana. And Sanchez wins a corner kick.
Come on, dale, dale.
Just 3 minutes left in this injury time. Sanchez plays it short. Garcia, the cross to the back post and almost three. It was Paredes who's had a fantastic game, trying to get that third goal. Mexico up 2-0 and no rush. If they see this through, they will have 6 points out of 6. And all to play for against Canada tomorrow. Monroy. Excellent bit of skill. Abellana with the shot! And it's in! Angellinne Abellana came on as a sub. And her lofted shot was more than Marine can handle. Coming in on her right foot. And struck it well. A looping shot. And Marine just couldn't handle it. Excellent strike by the midfielder. And a poor punch by Marine means Mexico 3, Puerto Rico 0. Vasquez. Angellinne again. Monroy. Mexico playing with some swagger now. Barajas rather, and she gives up that free kick. So we're into the last minute, and Puerto Rico want to play this one long. Long kick into the box. Harrow comes out. And that should spell the end. By Harrow. Lead short. Barajas. Angellinne. Barajas again. And that's the end of full time. Mexico dominates proceedings, and they defeat Puerto Rico by 3-0. Goals coming in the second half, stamping their authority on the game. Mexico now gets 6 points out of 6, and they will take on Canada tomorrow at 11 a.m. in Costa Rica, 1 p.m. on the eastern seaboard in the U.S. Goals by Paredes, Contreras, and Abellana means Mexico win by 3-0, getting all the goals in the second half, after this game was deadlocked at 0-0 after 35. Puerto Rico, a valiant attempt, but just could not withstand the Mexican pressure, and they finally caved as the Mexico took all 3 points. When we return, we will have full-time highlights. Day number 2, League A Group B matchup, Mexico versus Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico were resilient, trying to withstand the Mexican pressure, as Gallego's shot just whizzed by the last post. And that was as close as Mexico can come, despite their pressure in the first half. Then, Paredes, one of the players of the match, with a fantastic drive, hits the crossbar, and the score stays at 0-0. Paredes again, getting laces on it. And Marine could only stand and stare. Then Mexico with Prado. Shot. Awkward hop for Marine. And the follow-up by Rubio, but she was in an offside position, and this goal was waved off. Then it was Garcia who switched sides. Cuts inside, the shot pushed by Marine. The collision between Gallegos and Rubio means safety for Puerto Rico. So 0-0 after the first 35, and then Mexico, with all their possession and shot attempts in the first half, started to take control again and had more efforts. Angellinne, the substitute, firing wide on a free kick. And the unthinkable, Harrow from Mexico, gives up a penalty against the run of play. And Camila Adame skies this one high. Sanchez, the corner kick. Set piece, Paredes' header coming off of the defender, and Mexico, with all their efforts, finally break the deadlock to take a 1-0 lead. Paredes, the header. Mexico go up 1-0. Then Sanchez, her shot saved by Marine. Campos, the captain, from deep. And it was Contreras running past Flores and taps it home with ease to give Mexico a commanding 2-0 lead. Great ball by the skipper. touched on. Flores couldn't handle. Contreras could. And Mexico now coasting. But they weren't done yet. Monroe off the crossbar. Then Abellana cuts in on that right foot, and a looping drive got the better of Marine. And it gave Mexico their third goal. Looping drive, Marine couldn't handle it. And that was the last score. Despite Mexico, all their pressure, so Mexico dominant in this matchup. 3-0 over Puerto Rico. Paredes, Contreras, and Abellana stamp their authority, and they move on to take on Canada tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., while Puerto Rico will play El Salvador 9 a.m. West, actually, in Costa Rican time, 11 a.m. on the Eastern Seaboard. Well, from all of us on the broad team, thank you for joining us. We will be right back with Canada versus El Salvador. Stay tuned.